Hi, it's James from Vizzly, and I just want to show you how easy it is to get set up and running with the Vizzly query engine running locally. So I've got a new account here, so I'm going to start my free trial, and then I'm going to install the Vizzly CLI and log in as well. Perfect. So now I've installed the CLI, I can then see the different commands that I have available to run, and I'm going to run this create self-hosted demo command. So just run that. Perfect. So what that has created is a series of files, a Docker Compose file, some PEM files, and the vizzly.env file, which has all the different environment variables you need to run the query engine. The PEM files are used for authentication, and we will now run the Docker Compose up command to spin up the Vizzly query engine locally. So we'll just wait for that to start. Great, so now that's started version 0.7.2 at localhost 8000. So if we go to that in our browser, you can see it redirects us to this get started page. Now I'm going to enter the email that I used to sign up with. And I'm going to create a password so I can access this query engine. So done that, I'll click start building. And then now I need to connect to my data. So it's a Postgres database I'm running, and we have others, of course. And I'm going to go into my notes and get the host of the Postgres database and fill in the rest of the connection information. And click connect. So now I'm signed into my query engine that's running locally, and now I have to build out the dataset that I want to make available to my users. So here I'm going to create my first dataset and select the e-commerce sales data table that is in my database. So I'm going to add that and add various fields that I want to make available to my users. Like so. And I can change the name of the dataset through this dataset properties panel, or I can change the name of the fields. I can set if the field should be used as a metric or as a grouping. I can change the operators that are allowed to filter the data on the dashboard itself. So this is where I can control various properties of each field. For now, I'm just going to leave it as the defaults and click save. Perfect. So now I have the query engine running locally with a dataset set up and ready to use by the dashboard. Now we need to create a very basic React application with the Vizzly dashboard running inside it. And for that, we have a command from our CLI. So I will create a new tab and navigate back to our project with our Vizzly private.pem and type Vizzly to see all of the different commands that we have available. So I'm going to run this command, Vizzly init frontend, with the type being React. And so now I'm just going to follow these follow-on hints to set the this example application that's been generated running. Perfect. So now it's installed all the dependencies. I'm going to do yarn start, and it will start it at port 8001. And there's a couple of steps left to set up, which is telling us about here. So first, the identity logic. Typically, this is a bit of code that you will write that will send a web request to your servers where you can understand who the current user is. And using our various libraries that we provide, you can sign identity tokens to uniquely identify that user. But for now, we'll use our CLI tool to generate some fake identity access tokens. So in a third terminal, I'm going to navigate again back to the current project, where I'm in the same directory as the private PEM file. I'm going to run Vizzly to see the commands, and I'm going to run Vizzly access tokens. Now this is going to want a project ID, which you can get from your project page on the Vizzly app. So I'm going to copy the project ID. I'm going to run this again, but with the project ID specified here. And now it's given me two access tokens, a data access token and a dashboard access token. I can copy these and return this from the identity function here. Hit save. And the final point to change in here is the endpoint of the query engine. So we're running that locally. So that's localhost 8000. Hit save. So now when I go back to the dashboard that's running, you'll see we've now set it all up and we have our dashboard running here as if I'm one of your users. I can come in here with the custom reporting that we have set up and build the dashboard with various views that I've just connected to the database. I can make adjustments to how I want this to look by adding and removing more cells. And I can also, of course, rename the views here. So this is now, I've been using this as if I'm one of your users. But if you want to create a template that is initially shown to your users when they first land on your application, we call those parent dashboards. And you can edit the parent dashboard by copying the URL where you've deployed the dashboard to, going to your list of dashboards on the app, pasting in the URL, click edit or build, and now you'll see that same front-end application that we've just been running, but with the Vizzly bar across the top. And you can identify that with the save button as well up here. So now I'm editing the parent dashboard, otherwise known as the template. And again, obviously you can customize this as you can, any Vizzly dashboard, and click save when you're ready. Great. So now I'm going to mimic being an end user. So if I go back to my terminal and I generate some more access tokens, but providing a different user reference. So now I'm going to pretend to be a brand new user on your site. I'm going to copy the access tokens again. I'm going to return them from the identity function here. Hit save. And then I'm going to reload that dashboard. Reload the front end that's rendering the dashboard. And now you can see that I'm a brand new user, but what I see is the template or the parent dashboard that was created for me. And as we have custom reporting enabled, I can now go in and make all the changes and make this dashboard represent the information that I care about. Perfect. So now we've seen how you can get up and running really quickly with Vizzly by running the query engine locally, connecting it to your database, how you'd manage the parent dashboards, and how this affects the various child dashboards that your users will have.